guys, how are you doing? I trust you're good. Okay, it's story time. Now, something happened recently and I thought to share with you, my lovers. So a neighbor of mine recently moved out of the estate. But then on my way out to somewhere yesterday, I saw something really strange. I saw that this woman was making noise, and all the while that I've lived here, I have never heard or seen her do anything like that. And of course, naturally, you'd want to inquire from people, if not from her, what has happened exactly. And that is the gist that I'm going to give you. Are you ready? So the gist is this landlord and landlady, of course, a couple, they have these tenants that moved in with them a few years ago. For no reason at all, this tenant, a lady, who's quite advanced, she's a very agitated person. Like, nobody goes close to her. She just wants to be on her own and everything. And occasionally, her husband will come back to the house, enter the house and say, I am giving this lady a quit notice. I don't like her. She's not lovable. She's always, she doesn't even greet me. He would complain about this lady bitterly to his wife. And she would wonder, why is this lady like this? So she tried to go close to her and she got that same attitude, like, please don't come near me. Landlady decided to stay on her own. Now, this happened quite a number of times. The man will come back and say, this is the end. I am giving her a quick notice. Madam will come and say, calm down. Do like this. Calm down, my darling. Leave her alone. She's probably frustrated because she's single. Just leave her alone. So that's how they lived peacefully for the number of years that they lived. Now, glory be to God, this couple have moved out to a better and a bigger house. And then one fateful morning, the lady decided to come because they moved out, but then they didn't really move with their things. They had quite a number of things they left there because, of course, money now water. So they didn't really need most of the things that they had in their old house. But then this lady said she remembered that this shoe that she bought is still in the carton and everything. I need to rock this shoe. So early in the morning, she decided, let me go to the house before I go to the shop. So she came to the house that morning. Guess what she saw in the house? So when she entered the house, of course, nothing seemed unusual. The door was locked, and then she opened the door. But then the sounds that she was hearing from the house wasn't familiar. In fact, why would there be sound in the house in the first place? Because nobody's supposed to be there. My husband has gone to work. Nobody's supposed to be there at that time. This is Madam Agitated and her husband in that same space. So that is the gist, my dear. Madam Agitated and her husband is in that same space. What are they doing? What is going on? As much as I know, my husband cannot stand this woman. This woman does not even talk to anybody in this. She is agitated. If agitated was a person, is this lady. So what is going on? Nadia Kasala combos. So it happened that this lady is the ex-wife, although unofficially married because of some reasons. So they are dated way back. And then they were supposed to get married, but then the family of the guy didn't want them to get married, didn't want the guy to marry her. So they decided that they are going to be lovers from a distance. And that is how Madame, after many years, found her way back to her young lover's house, who is married with children. And she was disguising as the agitated lady. But then, story also revealed that it was part of her money that they used to build that house that they were living in. That's the other lady was being a landlady over, and the guy, of course, was being a landlord over. So, now their story come bust too. Hey, Madam said, all this while your husband has been begging me to be patient, to cover things up, but now I don't want to cover anymore. After all, we don't live together anymore. I can as well put out the secret. That was how the auntie came and she narrated the whole story. Before Abraham, Jesus was there. I was there before you came. This money you are enjoying, I was a part of the foundation. You don't. Hey, Nigeria be her like Ghana. So that was what brought about the noise and screaming, and that was how everybody came and they gathered. So, do you have any advice for this lady? Hey, if you were in her shoes, what are you going to do at this point? Because, hey, end of story. Please follow me for more stories like this. I love you. Bye.
See, go, babe. Hey, I'm a see, go, babe. Hey.